Hey, buddy. Space is great. I miss you guys. We're a long way away now. I can't even see, I can't even see Earth anymore. And, it's peaceful, you know? Don't tell your mom this, but I think I actually sleep, better up here, away from her snoring. Over.
Tanks B7 and B9 are showing early signs of freezing. Over.
What would you do if you get out there and you find nothing?
Well, even if we found nothing, it's in effect a discovery.
It would make me very frustrated.
I know there's something there.
Check on nav base 3 and 4. We might want to update it.
Mission Control, repeat please. Over.
Come in Europa 1. Europa 1.
William, I've got some static in the Comrade theater here.
That looks like a radiation spike.
Have you tried recycling the system? Brother, we lost your feed. You're on one side. Europa 1.
These were the last images we received from the Europa 1 craft. At the time, it had already gone farther than any human being had ever traveled before. For 16 long months, I've been asked the simple but loaded question: what happened? I'm sorry.
We have to tell his family.
We can't. The communication fix was never completed.
The system is fried.
Now sync with Mission Control was 19 hours ago.
We're all alone now.
So what happens? Do we go on?
I was on a plane, a transatlantic flight, when the mission feed went dark. When I landed, Mission Control was still saying maybe it's just a transmission delay, but by the time I made it into Mission Control, we were looking at over 15 hours of dead feed.
After James was lost, the joy of the mission, the exhilaration of it all, he just left. I stopped feeling like a kid on a family trip. The mission stretched on ahead of us, somehow longer than it had been before.
No one at home knows we're alive.
We're doing the right thing, right?
Absolutely.
Andre, have you looked out at Jupiter yet? Something to be excited about?
Are you okay? You haven't said a word to me in a week. Пожалуйста, обещай мне, что с тобой все будет в порядке.
Все в порядке.
I woke up one morning.
Okay.
I woke up at some point and didn't recognize myself. Objectively, I know it's the zero-G and the isolation that changes you. But that doesn't make it any less strange. Doesn't stop you from slowly breaking.
I started living my life in tune with the mission that I hoped was still going on.
It's good. Okay. How's your appetite?
I'm fine.
And you're sleeping good?
I'm not.
It's been a year since we lost him.
Right? Something.
Tell me we can still...
Good morning. We are all very excited to be here today. It has certainly been a long road, and all of us up here started with a shared dream of space and possibility. And this really is a new first step for mankind.
From one perspective, you can say our mission actually began 400 years ago. That's when Galileo first saw Jupiter and its moons through his telescope.
For something this big, you get one shot. An unmanned mission simply wasn't going to cut it for us. You put men and women into space because they have strength in the face of cosmic odds.
Europa 1 is cleared for launch. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, all vents open. 6, 5, we're go for main engine. 3, 2, 1, ignition. Liftoff on the trek to Europa. Our engines at 98% thrust. Fuel rate is nominal. Rolling right in 0.6 degrees. Telemetry nominal. Velocity 225 meters per second. Altitude 2.3 nautical miles. And in 3, 2, 1. We have good booster separation. Vehicle is supersonic. Command module jettison in 3, 2, 1. We have a good shell separation. Initial burn is complete. Staging in 3, 2, 1. Copy. We have good stage separation.
We have visual of command module. Beginning turn for docking.
Trajectory is good. Thrust is good.
We hadn't left near Earth orbit since 1972. Our company was tasked with moving forward where the space programs of the 20th century had left off.
10 meters to docking.
I believe if you have the scent of a discovery this big,
5 meters.
you do not simply wait and see what happens next.
Contact.
You go after it.
Copy. We are green on hard dock. Locks B through D are green. Connects are stable. Repeat, we are green on dock.
Mission Control, we are proud to report that we are officially underway.
Roger that. We'll be here for you when you get back. We prepped some light traveling music for you.
Camera, what do you know? Reality TV. Okay, Jamie, this is your own personal tour of Europa 1. Oh, look, it's you, Jamie. Hi, Jamie. Hi, Dad. Hey, Dan, you still upset that you got the bottom bunk?
How did you know I was thinking about that? I really was thinking about
The
it.
top is just so much better.
Yeah, I was
look at
supposed to
that.
have that.
Here's Daniel down there.
I was
Oh,
supposed
so
to have-
crammed. I'm so crammed. Look at my spacious. Can you film me for a second? Okay, so this is actually one of two living quarters. What they do is they rotate around the core modules. This gives us simulated gravity. Watch this. We also get to experience real gravity-free space excitement. Woo! And the head rush that goes with it.
Crew meeting in 1 hour, guys.
Okay. Now, the thing about zero gravity is that it makes our bones and muscles really weak. This is why we spend as much time as possible in these living modules. Yeah, okay, just pass it up. I got it. Okay. And there's the lovely Katja. Now, these are some of the science tools that we're using to test for life on Europa, and your dad has to fix them if any of them break.
When you're done playing tourist, you can come over here and help me. If you're not afraid to chip a nail.
Now, whoa, this is the cockpit.
Mission controls are
Copy, Rosa. We have sync.
And Rosa, our pilot, used to fly jets before she started flying us around. And what's she doing? She's setting up the camera system, which monitors everything that happens on the ship. Smile for Jamie, Rosa. And now, last thing I want to show you, have a look at this. The view. Kind of ironic, really. So little space in here and so much space out there. Whoa.
As the ship passed the moon, it had already gone farther than any human being had ever traveled before. I mean, think about that. Across all of human history, that moment was the farthest anyone had ever gone. But they still had millions upon millions of miles to go. Our craft was heading for a moon of Jupiter known as Europa.
This mission is riding on the shoulders of many great men and women. And so if we have any legacy at all, I would hope that it would be that we would inspire those who come after us to keep exploring, to keep questioning, to keep pushing the boundaries, to keep looking for the answers to those really tough questions. Who are we? Why are we here? Where do we come from? And are we alone?
For a very long time, Europa has seemed to be just a solid sphere of ice, but even just looking at its surface, there are clues. You know, there might be water underneath the ice. And then in the fall of 2011, scientists realized they released data showing the presence of subsurface lakes of liquid. And wow, wherever we have found water, we have found life. But what came next was even more startling. NASA discovered heat signatures under an area known as the Connemara Chaos. Well, they teased the idea that simple monocellular life in our solar system might not just be possible, it might be probable.
I want to go to Europa, go ice fishing. Cut through the ice, lower a submersible, look around, see what's there. See what swims up to the camera lens and licks it.
If life exists on Europa, it will be the single most profound discovery in human history.
Staff to mission control.
Over.
We read you, Rosa. Over.
Data sync is live.
How's everyone holding up?
I think it's potato soup.
Dude, why? Why would you put garlic into a space dish?
Oh, it's very rich. Very
I have to say, though,
Hello?
Look, I've got another mile to go.
absolutely okay. Fantastic. We have lights now.
What about you, Hero? When you can actually call someone?
None of your business.
Hey,
It's like dribbling.
it's time.
It's like you're
I should have learned Mandarin before we left. He's probably talking about it.
Go! 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Andre's already working on a fix. If it leaks anymore, we'll isolate the manifold. Oh, and we have a series of fuse events in Rosa Station. Can you have the team on duty investigate? Over.
Copy that, but you might have it fixed before we finish the review. You're making us feel 2 steps behind. Over.
Make him blush. Over.
Mission Control, can you hear me? Andrew's in the shower right now, so I want to take this opportunity to tell you that your shower system is totally inadequate. And I don't buy your theories about the body adjusting to the new hygiene regime.
You know what I can adjust to? The drinking of the distilled urine.
Oh, James.
I'm just saying. You're worried about my smell, and you're drinking my urine? You know what I think they're really pissed off about? You guys only gave them 4 outfits. So sometimes they wake up in the morning, they find out they're wearing the same thing the entire day. They get totally pissed off. And the shoes, you gave them 2 pairs of shoes for women. I'm just saying.
Rosa, dinner.
Come in.
Who's the lasagna?
Yeah.
That's you.
Oh, God.
Who's the pod macaroni and cheese-ish?
I guess I'll take that.
Just 6 months.
Cheers.
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 Okay.
Wait, you're not looking into my eyes.
What are the blue? That's where that was
Can I see?
Did you see any polar bear?
not really.
We pulled our astronauts from the very best space programs across the globe. Our captain is William Shue.
I think this mission will show people that we're still capable of achieving impossible things.
Dr. Daniel Luxembourg.
My entire adult life has been dedicated to exploring extreme environments, and I became an astronaut specifically to have the opportunity to do something like this.
Dr. Katya Petrovna.
Life on Earth began in the ocean, so in some ways this mission will be like taking a trip back in time. My background is in marine biology and oceanography. To be honest, sometimes I'm terrified of flying.
Andre Block.
I've been out, I think I have 349 days in outer space. So I'm a, what you call a veteran. The only thing I can't fix is the food.
James Corrigan.
I remember watching footage at school of Neil Armstrong on the moon and just knowing, I want to do this.
Rosa Dask.
Call me immature, reckless, arrogant. I just want to go faster and farther than anyone else before.
We had to design a spacecraft unlike any before it. Of course, once the decision was made to put people on board, the requirements ballooned. Human beings need food, shelter, they need an environment that is survivable and has some level of comfort.
It's Craig, Otis.
We're a month away, Andre. We're still concerned about your recovery.
So how should I be recovering exactly? Excuse me.
So what do you think?
I still wouldn't advise leaving him in the orbiter alone for 3 weeks.
I'd rather not leave our only engineer behind. So we take him down with us then?
Jupiter. Being so close to our destination lifted our spirits. It felt that everything made sense again. The thickness in the air cleared. But what cleared it was sheer adrenaline.
Prep for orbital transfer. We're gonna feel some G's here. We are clear of Jupiter's orbit. Beginning orbital transfer.
Pitching for power descent.
Daniel, can you keep Andre abreast of any of those changes in the readouts, please? Roger that.
Orbit trajectory, clear. Current speed, 60 kilometers per second.
Ready?
Yeah.
Surface conditions in the LZ?
I've got heat plume and radiation analysis incoming, but the data is variable. Heat is fluctuating.
Not far now.
All systems online, showing green light. Landing gear armed and ready to deploy.
Ladies and gentlemen, hold on. Here we go.
Trajectory and speed?
Heading 270.3. Coming in low across Terra Macula at 468.4 meters per second. Target site lining up. Landing gear deployed.
20 seconds of fuel.
What was that?
It's like a thermal vent, some sort of eruptive feature. Can you stabilize us?
Trying.
Andre, I need an option for emergency landing. Vents coming from the area around our target site. There's a low gradation of ice just past the LZ along Frey's Macula. Okay, land us long, get us past the vent area.
50 meters to contact.
10 seconds of fuel. Back up the burners on approach and we'll melt our landing site.
Roger that. 10 meters. 5 meters.
Contact light.
Shut down. I think we've got it.
Everything okay up here?
Sorry. I can't pull my eyes away from it. It takes your breath away.
That night I went out and found Jupiter in the night sky, and I spent a long time looking at it, just hoping.
Surface temp in current position is holding at absolute zero. Prelim surface data has us on a bed of what looks like ice 11. We should be there, but we're here. We flew 590 million kilometers and then landed 100 meters off the mark. Seems insignificant, but it'll be difficult to get useful surface analysis.
Ironically, what threw the ship off course from the original target zone was a reconfirmation of what we had hoped for. If such heat plume eruptions were escaping through the cracks in the ice, it suggested strong underwater thermal activity and the potential for life. If they had landed on the target area, which was ripe for surface analysis, the mission would have begun with extensive surface tests using the ship's robotic arm, followed by a few hours of drilling through the ice to deploy a remote underwater probe.
So how will that affect procedure?
What it means is we won't get the data we want very easily.
That's why I want to move back to near Sulfur's test and start the drill immediately. Our best hopes of success lies under the ice.
Daniel, what do you think?
I want to argue.
I'm sure you would.
But with our current position in the ice, we won't get key data. Let's go for a swim.
Drill head is locked and prepped.
Beginning extension.
Thermal is live.
Entering ice layer now. Do you hear that?
Uh-huh.
You getting it?
Yeah.
I think that's just the ice shifting. Everything's all right.
Well, we can expect more of that as the temperature drops.
That was stronger than our data projected.
Are we stable?
Reworking the analysis now. Katya, let's chart the frequency of these quakes.
The increased tidal activity means there could be more heat than we thought beneath the surface.
You recording this?
Yeah.
Okay, let's run some diagnostics here.
It seems to be escalating. Likely some subsurface aftershocks, but I'm here we'll be fine.
Let me see the new analytics.
We gotta check out this activity. It's incredible.
Everything's fine here. What are these, yes?
All clear? How about the hull and landing gear?
The
Yeah,
activity.
no deflection. Is yes? Oh, we didn't
ECS.
4.8.
Okay,
Yeah,
no
there it
problems here.
It's fine.
Guys,
Seems to be escalating.
I saw something.
What do you mean?
I saw something outside the ship from up there through the porthole.
Maybe 100 meters out. I tried to get the video, but I missed it. It was a light down the Lenina. I was working on one of the servers when the ice shook, and it was there.
A light source outside the ship?
I know that I saw it. It was flickering.
How strong was the light?
Well, it was like an LED, but dull from refraction. But it happened so fast. It was there, and then was gone.
You mean it moved?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it moved.
I did check the heat signatures.
Do you see anything?
I've checked this footage 3 times. There's nothing to see.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean there was nothing there. If it was too dim, these cameras wouldn't have caught it.
That's true. A weak chemiluminescence, maybe? Triggered by shifts in the ice?
A chemical iridescence doesn't fit this description.
Maybe. And when we prepare the surface test, we'll know.
I find the idea of bacteria clinging to the underside of the ice more likely. Something that has a luminescent response to radioactivity.
Yeah, do you think it actually moved?
Scientifically, I doubt it. Personally, I hope so.
Wait, did you notice that?
What?
Radiation interference. It's on all the cameras.
Wait, let's take 2 steps back here. I think there's another version of this that we have to consider.
It's entirely possible Andre didn't see anything at all. It's very dark out there, and his mind could be filling in the blanks.
But it could also be our first indication of exactly what we came out here to find.
Is Andre sleeping yet?
In those days, there was a raw mix of emotions. We'd come so far, weathered so much. I think we're all in a place where excitement blended with awe and fear.
Okay, so Daniel's my witness. You find a single microbe up there and I win.
If you find a still living microbe, you win.
What, evidence of extinction doesn't win me the bet?
You always find a technicality like that and for winning.
No, it's not a technicality. It means that at some point in time, we were not alone.
It is a technicality.
Daniel, what are you doing, buddy? What's happening?
You lost something?
Lost my toothbrush.
What?
He's like unpacking his entire bunk.
You lost your toothbrush?
What color is it, man? Did you pack it?
Oh,
Okay, where's my toothbrush?
We have to return to
You better call housekeeping.
You should get some rest.
Not until I know what I saw out there.
We're working on it. We'll figure it out.
What if I can't believe or trust my own eyes?
You need to sleep. We need you to sleep. There's pills, sedatives.
No pills. I need to stay alert. I need to stay focused.
How you holding up?
Good. We've broken through.
I'm patching in.
Probe microphone live.
Wow, this is a completely untouched environment. Just waiting. We're so far from home, but it's like looking at Lake Vostok right now. Radiation levels down here are minimal. And there's definitely a heat source somewhere in our target zone. "122 meters to heat plume area. There's 100 kilometers of water down there.
It puts the trench zones back on Earth to shame. I think we're seeing some tectonic plates here.
The sulfur concentration is showing that the thermal vents are closer than expected.
Creepy.
That's your scientific assessment, is it?
Yep.
Creepy?
Is that the weathering of the ice?
Maybe. Come Could be a bacteria.
Grabbing samples and moving on. 20 meters to target zone. Look at how the sunlight penetrates the ice here. It must be much thinner than we thought.
You hear that? Could be coming from reverberations, deeper caverns, caught in currents.
It's almost like a Mayan whale sound.
Yeah, a little presumptuous, don't you think?
Maybe.
I've got some irregularities in our data here.
I'm getting a radiation spike.
Rosa, are you picking up on this?
There's something in the video feed, too. Similar to what we saw after the last ice shift.
That doesn't make any sense. The ice should be shielding the probe from radiation.
It's not coming from above. It's coming from deeper into the target zone.
Let's adjust course and depth to investigate.
Bringing us down.
What was that?
What's our temperature down here? Get ready to expand the probe arm to get samples.
What was that? Oh, shit. Cycle power.
All right, let's run some tests.
There was an abnormal shift in the velocity of the current.
It's not reacting.
Is it a remote issue?
I've lost control of it.
Shit.
Can you play back the video?
Did something hit the probe? What data do we have?
It'll take time to process, but I'll tell you right now, not much.
It seemed like it was reacting to the probe.
What was the last piece of data it said?
It searched 50 degrees, but that could cause
A surface walk was always heavily debated at all stages of our mission planning, and our main concern then was the radiation from Jupiter.
I will walk to the target zone and I'll get the body of samples we need.
Katya, the radiation alone.
The radiation is fluctuating. It was 200 rem last time I checked. I'm willing to take that risk.
What about everything else that could go wrong?
It's 100 meters.
Having lost the probe, the only way to get the data was to explore the chaos zones, where the ice had cracked and recracked, and this process would expose any microorganisms that had been trapped inside the ice.
Hey, we're not going to do this.
Somebody's gotta go out there. The world is broken. Enough!
Risky.
Enough!
I mean, I feel like it's a critical phase, and I'm not there. I just didn't realize it would be this hard. Over. You know, take him to the game if you want. I miss you guys. Love you. Over.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Not so easy, is it?
No, it's not. You know, my boy's gonna be 6 when I see him again.
He's gonna be proud of you.
What would you do if you get out there and you find nothing?
Well, even if we found nothing, it's an effective discovery.
Would make me very frustrated.
I know there's something there.
Check on nav bays 3 and 4.
Mission Control, repeat, please. Over.
Want me to show you how to beat him?
William, I've got some static in the common right feed up here. It looks like a radiation spike.
Have you tried recycling the system? Europa 1, come in. Frozen, we've lost your feed. Come in, Europa 1. Europa 1, come in.
Now, try as you might to prepare for everything, there will always be that unknown element. In this case, a solar storm hit, damaging key systems, including communication with Mission Control.
Are you ready?
Okay. Oxygen is flowing, we're good.
This never gets old.
Okay,
Commencing egress. William, I'm gonna tether the EMUs once we're on the hull. Roger that.
Andre and James had to do an EVA to repair the system. A bit like performing ballet and rocket science at 125,000 miles an hour.
This reminds me of the ISS thrust fix all over again.
5 hours, 13 minutes remaining on EVA.
You know what time it is back on Earth?
battery block D is non-functional.
2 hours, 55 minutes. All right, I got green lights on the fan arrays. How are we doing on the comm power supply?
So I said to the guy, you know, I can't just come along and stay as long as you want. You have to tell me how long it's going to take.
Okay, guys, 50 minutes remaining on EVA. I can't keep you out there much longer.
Panels 1 through 6 are clear. Moving on to 7.
We just need a little more time, William. I think it's a blown fuse in the communication panel.
We've got 37 minutes. If you don't find it, we'll need to begin regress.
Okay, we're at the communication panel.
Opening up the door. What do you got, Andre?
James, get a look at this.
Whew.
The receptors are shot.
Yeah, William.
The whole board is fried. I gotta take the pins out. Okay. Taking out the first pin.
Come on. And first pin is clear. Going for number 2.
Proceed.
Come on. Shit. It's not coming.
Okay, William, we got a frozen pin.
Okay, guys, leave that last panel for now.
What do you think?
We can't tell how bad it is till we get in there.
You sure, man? You don't want to put heat on there first? It just feels...
The damage could spread, but it's going to panel.
Okay.
What the hell is going on out there?
Okay, I'm set.
Come on. Shit, it snapped. The panel snapped.
I ripped my glove. It's okay. Andre's okay. We're tethered.
0-1 inch.
I got him hooked to me. We're coming in.
Andre, do not attempt to climb back in on your own. James?
I see him. I got him. I'm going for him. Hang on.
It's a small rip.
Take it easy. Just relax, big guy.
Keep calm, Andre.
I'm bleeding.
You gotta save your oxygen.
He's losing air, but he's got his hand on it. I'm bringing him in.
I got you. Nice and easy. Just relax, big guy. I got you.
Oxygen pressure is dropping steadily. You don't have much time. James, listen to me. His oxygen level is redlining. Get him back inside the ship.
Okay. We're at the lock. I'm coming in.
Stop. Don't go in.
What?
Something on your suit. It's hydrazine.
Guys, we got a problem. I got hydrazine on my suit. Must have hit me when we popped the panel.
He's covered in it.
It's in the seams. It's everywhere.
What can we do to decontaminate? We can't.
If we bring him in, the air in the ship will become toxic.
Come on. Shit.
We should get him in the lock, get a VCAM reading. We can't. There'd be too much risk of lingering contamination.
We gotta figure out a way to get the suit clean. It's not coming out. I'm totally screwed.
Andre, get in the lock. We need to depressurize your suit now. Then we'll figure out how to get James in.
Seriously? Come on, man. I got 20 minutes of oxygen.
Is there no way to get it clean?
Andre.
I'm not going in. I get you out of the suit.
What?
Into the airlock. You'll be out of the suit less than 2 minutes. It's survivable.
Is that even possible?
I'll get you out of this. I'll fix it.
No, Andre, you're gonna black out, man. This isn't gonna work.
James, now you're bleeding oxygen.
No.
We're going to lose them both.
James, he's fading. You have to get him in the lock. Rosa, close the airlock now.
James is no longer attached to the hull.
I said close the lock.
Rosa, close the lock!
Airlock is closed.
Oxygen is flowing. Repressurization in 10 minutes.
Insane. You gotta go get him. We can't. By the time we get there, he... James?
Yeah, I'm here. Christ, I can't. I'm gone. Oh, shit. Is Andre okay?
Yeah, he's okay. I'm sorry, James.
Don't be sorry. It was an accident, you know? I don't have much time, so, tell Andre he's a crazy son of a bitch, you know? And I love him for trying to save my life, and, Deb and Jamie, I love you so much. Forgive me. I thought I was trying to do something great for mankind. I always said it was worth the risk, but... Forgive me for hurting you. Part of me kind of wishes I could just float out here forever, you know? I can't see anything. I can't see anything.
Stupid to argue like this. Katya, no way you can go out there without us behind you. And William, with all due respect, I think we should all decide together how to do this.
I know what you think, William. What about you, Daniel?
It's ill-advised. A surface walk was always a question mark.
But we can do it. I'll walk the equipment out and you can run the analysis from here. We can get what we came for.
And if she goes out there and we never see her again? Think hard about that.
I think she should do it. I'm sorry, William.
Thank you. Andre?
It's too dangerous. I vote no. Absolutely.
So that's a tie then. Rosa?
Katya made our complete cosmic insignificance seem like a call to arms. What can I say? She was right. She's still right.
2 hours of EVA. 210 meters out. Search the top layer of ice while Daniel runs analysis back here.
Copy that.
Это опасно.
Не знаю.
Be careful.
Yes.
Compared to the breadth of knowledge yet to be known, what does your life actually matter?
Minutes for depressurization.
Batteries live.
Switching to battery power. Pressure's at 30 kPa. Hatch prep. Seconds to egress. Good luck.
I'm ready.
I can't believe I'm here. We're here. This is incredible.
Radiation is holding steady. We're at 50 millisieverts per hour, within acceptable limits.
I'll check if I can see from upstairs.
It's so still out here. So I don't know what the word is.
Creepy?
I was gonna go with cosmically astounding.
I wish I could take one of these gloves off and touch the ice. Really feel it.
Please don't.
I have visual of her from here.
I'm heading towards the target zone now.
We've got your back. Life support systems look good.
Okay, Katya, you are crossing into the target zone. You see that?
Where the ice is less deteriorated? Just set up in the middle of that.
Here?
Exactly.
She must have been out there for an hour. felt like an eternity. Each minute seemed to divide and divide again into endless moments.
First sample ready for scan. Sending data back to you now. Are you reading?
Running analysis. Stand by.
We're negative for trace carbon and chemotrophic processes. Can you try ice with more trace rust?
You could feel every minute somehow longer than it had ever been before.
Let's give it another shot.
Why don't you take the
Equipment down the linear to zone 3.
Radiation is trending upwards, Katya. You've been out there 70 minutes.
We're so close. How much time?
You've only got time for a few more sample sets. All right, Katya. It's time to come back.
I'm digging out a subsurface sample that isn't radiation blasted. Are you guys seeing this? Here.
I'm getting imaging now. It's a unicellular organism, something akin to an algae.
I knew it.
What is it? I don't know for sure, but I mean, it's not like it has a name.
It looks like something Precambrian to me. That's my first guess on an Earth-based analog.
I don't believe it. We did it.
Okay, Katya. Let's get you back into the ship and sort out this data.
Backing up. I hope the champagne's ready. Look at that. Do you guys read that light in the distance?
We're not reading anything.
It looks like some kind of chemical iridescence. I'm going to get closer to investigate.
Reserve oxygen will give her another 90 minutes.
Okay, Katya. Proceed with caution.
I can't see her. She's moving further out.
It's beautiful. Andre, this looks like it could be the light you were describing.
I can see it again. Can you check out my readouts?
It's hard to say. I mean, maybe there's other microbial organisms out there that eat through the ice. This is a much more complex ecosystem than we previously thought.
I want to see if it's reacting to my lights. I'm going to turn them off. I'm going to get closer.
Hold that action, Katya.
Katya, do you read me? We have severe
electromagnetic interference.
Did you see that?
She has to come back.
It's visual. I'm going to try to get it back. I'm seeing it through the ice. I think it's some sort of bioluminescence.
We've got the data, Katya. Heat and radiation levels are moving with it. I can't wrap my head around this.
Okay, the ice is thin here, but it seems stable. If I get close, I should be able to get a better look.
Keep the line open. I want to know what's happening out there.
Ground is not stable. The ice is breaking.
Katya, can you hear me? Come back to the ship now.
It's crowding us. My phone is...
Katya, do you read me?
Get
Come
him back in! Get him back in!
Katya, come in. Do you read me? She's not listening.
Rosa, do you see her out there?
Nothing, just the ice.
She's under the ice.
What?
Under the water. We've still got her home camera.
Whatever it was reacting to the light on her helmet. That's the behavior of a complex organism.
The logs, the data, they don't show any proof of complex life. We can't leave until we have that.
We don't know how long we'll be stable here.
And we've lost 2 of our crew.
If we never leave, no one on Earth will ever know what we've discovered.
I agree. We need to leave now.
When the next launch window opens for takeoff.
I want all the data secured and double-checked. Especially everything Katya found.
T-minus 32 seconds to liftoff. Prepping for ascent ignition.
Orbital sync is established. Docking operation in T-minus 8 minutes. Give me a systems check. Engine temperature's rising. Andre?
Booster 3 is stuck at 30%.
We've got to launch now.
Launch in 3, 2, 1. What the hell? I can't keep it steady. The trajectory is way off course.
Ejectors are melting! We've got engine mixture ratio, errors in inches 2 and 3. We're nowhere near orbital transfer. Hey!
I can try to correct course at apogee. If I need trust, it might do it.
We need to shut the valve. Get us back down on the surface.
What?
Don't engage the second burn.
You mean crash us?
What's happening out there? 1900.
I can't keep it steady.
Computer is unable to rectify. Still dropping, coming in too fast.
Wake up! Wake up! William? Okay.
He's dead.
He saved us. Europa wasn't ready to let us go yet. It quickly became apparent that we crashed into the original landing zone. Ironic, I suppose.
This zone was much warmer, much more active than any previous data had suggested. Underwater vents had rendered the ice brittle and unstable and constantly shifting, and then you add onto that, William had jettisoned the water shielding on descent, and that had saved them, but it also left them dangerously exposed to radiation.
We're leaking oxygen. And we're also losing heat. 3 degrees since I start checking. If I would bet, we freeze before we suffocate. The external light should be working. Daniel, can you check? Daniel?
I am. It's not good. The ice is cracking under the ship. You can almost see the ice-water interface. We're gonna be under the ice in a matter of hours.
Our last shot is docking with the orbiter. And using its backup life support systems.
If the propulsion system is still alive, I can get us into orbit. Come help me.
It's pointless.
Is this what you're looking for?
Yeah, thank you. Are you all right?
The ice broke through. This is it. It's happening. It's the end.
We'll find a way. We have to.
The fuel line is partially frozen. That caused the loss of thrust.
We're lodged in the ice. Can we even take off properly?
If we time it right, maybe.
2 hours is the fastest we can fix it, but that is if 2 of us is working on it.
You mean the 3 of us?
No, you have to stay inside, prep engines. The fix must happen outside the ship.
That was that.
Are you ready?
Are you?
Daniel, Andre entered the airlock for final depressurization. Yeah. "2 hours. Then I'll see you both back here. Yeah? And that brings us to now. If we don't make it, this record. One day. Just in case. Just in case.
Pressurization complete.
Pressure is 25 kilopascals.
I'll go first. Make sure the ice is stable. Beginning ingress.
Roger that.
System signals are strong.
Hatch is open. Oh, shit. The ladder's a bit skewed, but I think I can make it. The ice beneath the ship is cracked, but it looks sturdy. Taking my first step now.
Be careful. We're picking up the same radiation signature.
Okay. Taking my first step now. I'm on the ice. Oh, God. I can see it. Daniel? Daniel?
Do you read me?
Daniel?
Daniel? Andre? Talk to me! Andre?
I'm getting nothing. His mic's dead. His camera's dead. He just vanished. You read me?
What the hell is going on out there?
I don't know.
What?
I lost him. The ice cracked beneath him.
Daniel? Daniel?
He was surrounded by lights. They have gone.
Tell me we can still patch the fuel line.
Andre, say something.
Andre?
We can't.
There's one thing still worth trying.
The communication area is still salvageable. I can fix it if I take parts from the life support.
I don't know.
Can you still prep data sync? Rosa, we can do this.
How will I know when?
When I remove life support batteries, you lose power in the command module. Then data sync. Keep talking to me. Keep the line open. We're not gonna be easy.
Andre, how does the camera again?
Can you hear me?
Uh-huh. Okay.
It's not far.
Camera's back up.
10 paces.
Andre!
Andre, I can see the light behind you.
Hurry, please.
I can't see water under the ship. Come on. Hold on.
to check the drives.
This is from what we can learn.
Andre, do you read me? Do you read me?
There's a cabinet in a cockpit that I've been working with. Join the wire, and the systems will start.
Command module is just about dead. We're losing cameras here.
I'm moving to the...
Andre? I'm connecting the wires. Almost there, almost there. Communications are up.
You did it! Need to see this! Are you getting this? Luminescence is all around the ship now.
The exterior cameras are dying. Andre?
The ship is sinking into the ice.
Andre? Andre? Andre, do you read? Talk to me. Talk to me. Andre, talk to me.
Compared to the breadth of knowledge yet to be known, what does your life actually matter?
In those final moments, knowing communication had been re-established, Rosa chose to open the airlock. I got the call at 3 a.m. telling me that communication had been re-established. By the time I got into our mission control, our servers were flooded with images of our crew. Our mission had finally come back to us. We saw the sacrifices they made for each other to keep the mission alive, to push the discovery further. And that final image, startling, terrifying, completely beyond our wildest theoretic models. The discovery of this creature is simply extraordinary. We now know that our universe is far stranger, far more alive than we had ever imagined. The crew of Europa 1 changed the fundamental context in which all of humanity understands itself. I don't know what greater measure of success they could have achieved.
Is it
Watch your
smiling?
lips.
Smiling?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.